Welcome back to the channel. I'm at Hampton Springs again fishing. Slightly different style and tactics really today. I've dug out an old pod I had. I bought another one of them Sonik rods and reels. In fact, my credit card's going to hate me this month because got a little bit of a brolly shelter and a couple of new bits of kit. So just trying fishing a bit heavier for some bigger fish at the minute. So really nice day, but the ground's just mush. It's pretty much rained solid for 2 days. So hopefully it'll stay nice today. I think there is a bit of rain scheduled for late afternoon. So on the same lake as I was on last time, but a bit further round, so hopefully I might get into some fish this time, or some better fish. So I shall bring you back in a bit. Nothing happening yet, a bit quiet. Just missed one over there, jump. A mate of mine to the left has had a couple of fish so far this morning. But that might be his alarm going again there. Can have a reel in and refresh me baits. No bites yet, still a few fish jumping. Although the sun's out and it's bright, it's actually quite cold. I had to scrape my windscreen this morning for the first time this year. So it dropped to, well, less than 3 degrees during the night. My car was showing a frost warning at like 3 degrees C this morning. So it's the first sort of winter finally here, I guess, the frosty mornings. I'm not sure what the temperature's supposed to reach today, probably 9 or 10 degrees. There is quite a cool breeze. Oh well, time to rebait again. Still no bites, no liners, no nudges. So lunchtime, just having some chicken soup. Still quite, it's actually warm if you stand in the sun, but it's cool in the breeze, in the shade. I've not even really seen any big fish rising or jumping, just one earlier over there. So finish my lunch, change my baits, I'll bring you back in a bit. Not landed any fish yet, but that's picked up a little bit. I had 2 takes, but they both spat the hook, never managed to land either of them. I've got one rod, the right hand rod is over in the middle of that sort of pool, and I'm running like bags on that with a kind of a mixture stick mix and pellets, and the left hand rod is kind of left of the island and just short a bit, and I'm sort of running mesh stick mixes, I guess. Mixture sort of pellets and ground bait mix. Some are just pure pellets. I tried a few last night just to get me going quicker today, but later ones I'm putting some sort of ground bait in and pellets and that as well, so get a cloud, get some particle and some better feed bits. So just rebaited the left hand rod, so I'll give the right hand rod another few minutes and then I'll stick this fresh bag on it. So I shall bring you back shortly. It's around 2:30 in the afternoon. Been a very slow day, couple of fish jumping but not a lot of activity. So I had 2 pickups and a bit of a run earlier, but didn't manage to land either of them. Just I'll insert a still picture. Well, in fact I might have the caught a little bit on the videos. I've got my Ricoh action cam sat there on the pod. Just had a nice common, about 15.5 pound. We did weigh it, but I knock a little bit off for the unhooking mat thing. I think the unhooking mat weighs 0.3 of a pound, so 15.5 less 0.3.
You want a hand?
So I've been casting long all day, so I just sort of did a gentle lob or a couple of rod lengths out, and in no time at all had a big common. So both of them are just 2 or 3 rods out now, just not far off the margin on each side. Funny, you always get like a, you can see that, resident moorhen, these pools. So at least it's a non-blanking day anyway. Rebait up one of my rigs in readiness for the next bait change. I'll bring you back in a bit. Just had another pickup, but didn't manage to land it. It spat the hook, and that was casting short again, so I've rebaited both rods, and again I've got sort of one short to the left and one short to the right. So I don't know if them ripples will just show up. There was a fish just rose there. Someone to the left chucked a load of bait in, it's all been floating past. Tiny bit cool today, but very pleasant day otherwise. At least the sun's been out all day. Probably only got about an hour and a half now to go before the I think they lock up about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Well, that's when they shut the gates, so probably another hour and a half or so, and then it'll be well, probably another hour, then start packing up. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Tried to travel a bit lighter this time, but haven't really succeeded. So just wrapping up now. Nearly done. Get it all on the trolley and back to my car. Still a work in progress, sorting out exactly what I do and don't need to bring with me. Try and get it a bit minimal. But that's it for today. 4 or 5 spit the hook. One fish landed around 15.5 pound, or just under 15.5 pound. Some knobheads just chucked half a sandwich in. So and that's probably another month at least before I come back here. It's quite an expensive sort of round trip really, but it's always a good day when you catch something anyway. So thanks very much for watching, hope you enjoyed. Please check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.